Alright viewers, James Kalm, your half-assed reporter, the guy on the bike. Special shout out to our tens of thousands of viewers in India and Indonesia. I'm gonna pop in here to the Rachel Uffner Gallery. And we'll get back to this part of the show. We're gonna look at some work by Joanne Greenbaum. And the title of the show is I'm Doing My Face in Magic Marker. Well, I think Joanne is a great example of some of the current sensibilities in abstract painting. This is Untitled, 2018, oil acrylic, neocolor and marker on canvas. This is 88 by 77 inches. Well, of course, I just appreciate Joanne's color sense, but also kind of talk about it in the press release that Joanne makes it a point of kind of using every painting she's working on as a springboard to go on to other things, other ideas, other kinds of ways of making abstract paintings. This is also Untitled 2019, oil acrylic and marker on canvas, 60 by 50 inches. Well, here Joanne has attached some smaller stretched canvases on here. I also talk about how Joanne is getting more engaged with the drawing as a maybe basic structure or a kind of a foundation for a lot of the painting. And so a lot of this stuff with the magic markers, I think, kind of bears witness to those kinds of ideas. Also, I was talking about her kind of playing with new ideas and these things she's doing by attaching the small stretch canvases on there, I think kind of plays an interesting role, not only compositionally, but conceptually, and lets the viewers kind of play with the idea of not only what another rectangle on the or in the canvas or composition is, but how that relates as an object. I think Jasper Johns played around a little bit with this back in the 50s and 60s with some of his flags. This is Untitled, 60 by 48. And yeah, this one really get a lot of the scribbling. Well, I was saying that I like Joanne's color. I like her kind of inventive use of various things, like adding the panels on. And I like the way that she's kind of pushing this stuff with the magic markers pretty intensely. Oh, it gives it kind of a sense of street art. Untitled. It's a big painting. 90 by 70. And I also like the contrasts. So there's a lot of different kinds of mediums. Oil, acrylic, magic marker. What are they calling this? Neocolor. So that's great because you get very flat areas, like the black and the ultra blue. Get a little more gloss with some of the acrylic areas. And then when she really wants to goob on the paint and build up a surface, you get the gloss with the oil. It's untitled. 60 by 50. Yeah, these are so exuberant that they seem like they're a lot larger than they actually are. So I like the way that Joanne leaves a lot of just white primed canvas. So in certain ways, there's almost a feeling like these are drawings on a piece of paper. And I think one of the interesting things about making the lines with a marker as opposed to making them with a paintbrush is that you have an unbroken line with the marker. You can just keep scribbling and scribbling and scribbling, whereas if this was a paintbrush, you'd have to recharge, you'd have to reload your brush after every, I don't know, foot and a half, 2 feet, depending on how slippery you were working. Untitled, 80 by 70. Okay, so we'll get over here and see if you can maybe get a little idea of the flatness of the various mediums. So that black is very dry. Got a kind of a dry cerulean blue, but then you got the little greasier oil paint there. Also, I like the way this this rainbow corner section kind of nails down that hunk of black there in the corner. Untitled. Well, this might be the best example of just total freedom, total scribbly kind of let everything happen. But again, we've got our little panels on the corners. Now, there are a lot of people that have used this kind of scribbling. I think Cy Twombly would probably be the classic example, but Jean-Michel Basquiat used it a lot. I think that the difference with this, though, is when you get into these kind of decorative pastel neon colors, it's a different feeling than what it would be like if it was graphite. Okay, we're going to look at this last painting in the main gallery. Untitled, 2019. Oil acrylic, neocolor, and marker on canvas. like her little cascade of rivulets, neon paint there. Okay, now we're going to go look at the glass work. Well, I was cruising through the neighborhood, and I came up the street and sort of peeked through the front windows on my bicycle as I slipped by, and well, I thought that I didn't know who the show was by, but I thought that the pieces looked pretty interesting, so well, I came back today and found out that these are all glass. So these are all kiln-formed glass, and I guess there are various things in here. Well, I like the way that Joanne's been able to, I guess, cut pieces of glass, lay them in there. It's kind of like I don't know, making a pizza and putting it in the oven and having the cheese and everything meld together at some point. Also, the surfaces are beautiful, and this has got incredibly rich color. I'd say this piece is probably about maybe 30 by 22, something like that. Greenbaum's non-hierarchical approach to making enables her interactions with various mediums to remain intimate and her work to grow organically. Through a recent residency at Bullseye Glass Co, New York, Greenbaum seamlessly integrated kiln-formed glass into her artillery of material. Layers of vibrant glass cut by the artist fused together in the artist's signature palpable energy. The artist utilizes a similar language of abstraction found in her sculptures and paintings, one that balances the tumultuous with the systematic. Okay. Well, I'm looking at some of this and thinking that, there's a lot of great organic stuff that is happening, sort of like the little bubbles there. And I like the soft corners. A lot of this kind of makes me think of maybe 1950s atomic design motifs, or the atomic furniture that they were promoting a lot back in those days. Also, it's it'd be interesting to know how she gets these kind of painterly effects, whether she was kind of brushing on some kind of a slipper glaze thing and playing that off against the actual solid pieces of glass. And it's interesting to think about some of the most advanced work of arts of the 20th century involved a lot of glass. Of course, you had Duchamp's bride stripped bare by her bachelors even. And you had Joseph Cornell and his boxes that always had the glass front on them. I like this piece because it's got little holes in there. Another painting. Okay, we're gonna finish off looking at these two pieces. Untitled is 24 by 24. And yes, that is wonderful color. It's almost like a little halo of black spray paint around the edge. I also like the way that Joanne has varied the transparent versus the translucent. Untitled. James Kalm reporting on Joanne Greenbaum. I'm doing my face in magic marker. Here at Rachel Uffner on Suffolk Street. You can like this, share, post it at all your social media sites, and you can leave your thoughts, ideas, comments, criticisms, and reviews below. We just ask you to say, thank you, Kate. Whoa, thank you, thank you. Thank you.